We learned a lot about home renovation this episode, but transforming your own space can still be very intimidating, especially when working with raw framing or even unfinished ceilings. Since I'm currently in the process of upgrading my own shop, it's a perfect time to share some pointers.
All right, guys, we had a great question come in. Hey, Eric, I'm working on a project. I've got to replace some drywall. Are there any tips and tricks for making this easy? And you know something? I got some drywall right here that's going to go right up in the ceiling of the garage as part of a bigger project. Let me show you how to hang some drywall. All right, guys, cutting drywall is pretty easy, especially if you've got a sharp knife and a good drywall T-square. And I can just cut across here with a good sharp blade. And then all you do is snap it, flip it over, cut the back paper, and it's that simple. You got 2 pieces of drywall. The next thing I'm gonna do is grab one of my grab-o tools so I can grab a hold of this real easy, slide it up, and put a couple screws in so we know it's fastened. Now what I'm gonna do is go ahead and go around the entire perimeter and down the middle, because I want to put screws on this about every 6 or 8 inches. And that way, it's not gonna move around. If this moves around, it's gonna crack, and you're gonna see those marks in your paint. You never wanna see that. So the secret to taping is you're gonna use drywall mud right here. This is just a good general all-purpose. You can get it pre-mixed, you can mix it yourself where you add water, whatever works for you. And then you've got tape. Now the whole theory of this is you're trying to make this all smooth so it can all be just textured out, whether you're gonna put a texture, sand it smooth, whatever you're gonna do, is to make these one sheet as well as a little bit of fireproofing. So the first thing you wanna do is get up here. I wanna get this all jammed in here. It just can be a little messy. So what I'm gonna do is come in here. That little center line, you can put it right down the middle of that, and that needs to be fully embedded in the mud. So we'll do the entire seam on this, let that dry, then I'll come by with a wider knife and bring it out here. So as you get it out wider, you can sand the whole thing, and it's a perfectly smooth ceiling that way. And then you can put the texture, prime and paint, and you got a project that's done. All right, guys, it's really that simple. All you have to do is have the drywall and the screws to hang it up, and then some mud and some tape and a ton of patience. That's how you hang drywall.